Hey friends, welcome back to Cleaning Therapy. My name is Jenny if you're new here, and today I'm so excited to get this kitchen all cleaned up and decorated for fall. I've got a sink full of dishes and lots of cleaning to do before I can decorate for fall. So I'm just gonna start here with my Mrs. Meyer's all-purpose spray and the apple cider scent, and I'll go ahead and wet my microfiber cloth and get to cleaning. As I'm recording this voiceover, today is September 1st, and I could not be more excited. It's kind of the official first month of fall, and I'm so excited and grateful. I really will be happy when the cooler weather gets here, but for now, I will be perfectly happy just bringing fall into my home through some decor touches, and of course things like pumpkin bread. This is so delicious, guys. So if you like the pumpkin loaf at Starbucks, then I think you will like this recipe. It's a good all from scratch homemade recipe by Amy Roloff. I will usually kind of binge watch Little People Big World in the fall season. That's one of my fall shows because of pumpkin season and all of the fun fall things they do on the show. But I'll link her recipe in my description box in case you'd like to try it. And I'm just gonna move my way over here from left to right and clean off my kitchen counters as well as my backsplash. In today's video, we've got lots planned. I'll be deep cleaning the kitchen, and then I'll be putting out my fall decorations, and then at the end, I'm gonna try to make my own DIY soy candle. So that was a really fun process, just learning the ins and outs of that and how it all comes together, and I really had fun learning about that. So definitely stay tuned if you want to kind of see that in action and maybe try it yourself. Let me know in the comments if you've ever tried to make your own candle. As you can see, I've got a lot of my decor pulled off so that I can just clean. I really just have a couple of neutral pieces up that I will be adding some fall decor to. And I was really wanting to shop my home this year. I really didn't want to go out and buy a bunch of decorations. I feel like when you're on YouTube, it's been, a couple years now for me. It'll be 3 years next month. And so I do feel like I've built up quite enough of a stash to be able to shop my home each year and not really have to purchase much. So that is definitely a good thing. It's a lot of fun just to try to get creative and use pieces in new and different ways. So let me know in the comments if you've started decorating for fall yet, and if you have any kind of theme or colors you want to try to go with. I would love to hear about it. I would like to kindly thank BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. If there's something interfering with your happiness or something preventing you from achieving your goals, such as difficult life circumstances or anything that's just holding you back, BetterHelp can assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You can start communicating within 48 hours. It's not a crisis line, it's not self-help, but it is professional therapy done securely online. You can log into your account anytime and send a message to your therapist. You'll also get timely and thoughtful responses, and you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions so you won't ever have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room as with traditional therapy. Visit BetterHelp.com, that's better H-E-L-P, and join the over 1 million people taking charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. Cleaning Therapy viewers will get 10% off your first month at BetterHelp.com/cleaningtherapy. Everything will be linked in my description box, and thank you so much again to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. To clean my cabinets today, I'm gonna go ahead and get my ivory dish soap and just a wet microfiber cloth, and I'll go ahead and get these cleaned. I'm gonna start with the top cabinets, and then I'll move my way down to the bottom cabinets. One thing's for sure, white cabinets are so unforgiving. You really do see everything on them. Just any little bit of dust or, food stains especially will show up so much on these cabinets. But I really don't regret painting them this color. I really think that based on the color I had before, which was a very bright orangey wood tone, I really feel like this just opened up my kitchen, it brightened it up. It made it feel so much bigger. I mean, when I go back and look at the video, it is insane how different my kitchen looked just from the before and the after. It looks like twice as big. So I totally like it. It's cheerful, it's welcoming, and it's really just the perfect backdrop for decor because all of it kind of pops against the white. So I'm really happy that I painted these cabinets. I guess it's been 2.5 years now. I'm trying to think because I think it was 2 years in the spring. Each year I'll just go in and do a little touch-up painting. I just do that with my spring cleaning. And so far that's been working really well, and then I'll just reseal it with the sealer. And it usually will last me another year. So a little bit of upkeep with these, but for the price I paid compared to hiring someone to do it, it was totally worth it. It was like $300 to paint my whole kitchen and put the hardware on. So I know I saved a ton of money and I don't mind doing the touch-ups, but they do need to be cleaned a little more frequently. I probably clean them about every 3 months, but they really probably should be cleaned every month. Now I'm gonna unload this dishwasher so that I can get it loaded back up with this massive amount of dishes. So we had my family over last night, like multiple family members, and we used a lot of dishes. So my daughter is in charge of doing dishes and she's not feeling well, so she didn't do the dishes last night. She just kind of went to bed early. And I told her not to worry about it, that I would do it the next day. But I'm gonna go ahead and get all this put away, and then we'll get this dishwasher loaded right back up. Just like the laundry, I feel like the dishes are always going. There's always dishes going, there's always laundry going, and the secret is just to keep going and stay on top of it so it doesn't become like my sink looks right now. Let me know in the comments if you have any secrets for that, tips and tricks. I do a load a day as far as laundry goes. We have 5 people in our household, so Monday through Friday, each person has a day, and then on the weekends, I do towels and sheets. For dishes, we just load it up every night after dinner, and then I unload it the next morning. So that is our routine and our schedule, but of course, it's never perfect, and so there are those situations where it doesn't get done. If you're new here today, I just want to officially say welcome. My name is Jenny, and I am just so glad that you're here and that you took time out of your busy schedule to come hang out with me on my channel. I really do appreciate that, so thank you so much. I live here in southern Louisiana. I was born and raised in Metairie, and I do have 3 children, Noelle, Nathan, and Alex. So they are 2 teens and a toddler. They're all about to have birthdays next month. and Noelle will be 17, Nathan will be 14, and Alex will be 4. So that is the parenting stage I'm in. It's kind of like a couple different stages. Noelle just got her first job. She's driving. Nathan is a middle schooler, and Alex just started pre-K 3. So let me know in the comments a little bit about yourself. If you're new, your name, where you're from, how many kids you have, whatever you're comfortable sharing. I'd love to get to know you, and I hope you'll subscribe today and join my YouTube family. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to use the Mrs. Meyer's Baking Soda Cream Cleanser for my stovetop today. I love to use this on my stovetop as well as inside of my sink. Another one that works really well is Barkeeper's Friend. So sometimes I'll go back and forth between those two, but right now I've really been enjoying this one. I think it smells really good and fresh. I feel like I'm really trying to earn my decorating in this video. I like to deep clean a little bit before I put out decorations because I feel like once everything's out and looking all festive and fall-like, I'm not as likely to move it and do any deep cleaning. I'll still, of course, do all my weekly cleaning and keep things up, but it is a little bit harder to deep clean once you've got the decorations up. So I do tend to try to do a little bit deeper clean before I decorate for the seasons. Not quite as deep as a spring clean, but definitely a little bit deeper than my normal weekly cleans. I wanted to let you guys know that I do have free cleaning printables over on my website, cleanyourwaytocalm.com. And one day I will get around to writing a little blog over there. I really hope to do that, or creating maybe a monthly newsletter. But for now, I do have the free printables if you want to check that out. You can also follow me on Instagram at Jenny Teel, and I'd love for you to follow me over there and we can follow each other and become friends. Now it's time to clean the sink. Again, I'll use the Mrs. Meyer's Cream Cleanser, and I also have this cute little wooden scrubbing brush that I picked up on Amazon. And at first I thought I just might use it for decor, just as a cute kitchen decor piece, but it actually works really well. So I was just scrubbing at that sink and it was getting in all the little corners and the rounded parts, and I was actually really impressed with it. So I'll go ahead and put it in my quick links for you guys in my description box. Now I'm just gonna add some orange essential oils to my garbage disposal and go ahead and run it and get that all nice and freshened up. And then after we get this counter all wiped down, it will finally be time for decorating. Okay, I'll start on this side of the kitchen by this lamp and this little framed art piece I found at Hobby Lobby, and it's pretty neutral, so I think you could use it for multiple seasons, but I did think it had some nice warm tones for fall. And then I have this cute little copper pot, I guess it's like a little melting pot, that I found thrifting, and I just decided to put a candle in it and use it like a candle holder, and I thought that was a cute little addition to this tray. And to finish it off, I'll add a little white pumpkin nestled right there in between all three pieces. So I thought this was super simple yet cozy. I really like having a lamp on in the kitchen. It's a really warm and welcome glow when I come to make my coffee in the morning. Over here by the mixer, I thought I would keep it really simple and just do a cookbook and some pumpkins. And I chose this Half-Baked Harvest cookbook because I just thought it had a really nice fall look. Over here in my accent cabinet, I found another little copper pot, this time at Goodwill. It was only $2, and I think it is so cute. It's got cute little handles on it. It's definitely vintage, and you can't beat $2. And then by my rolling pins, I just added a little pumpkin inside of a cloche and a candle holder with a pumpkin and another little pumpkin beside it. So I believe the cloche might be from Amazon, and then the pumpkins are from Hobby Lobby. Now on this hook on the side of my cabinet, I'll go ahead and add a small cutting board, and then I wanted to hang these dried florals from Hobby Lobby. I just thought that would be a nice touch, and so I'm just looping the ribbon and just hanging them here, layered on top of the cutting board. Underneath, I'm adding a white pitcher with some of these caramel cone flowers. These are from Hobby Lobby, and then a couple of more pumpkins. This is the cutest little wine cork pumpkin, and I always try to find a place each year for it to go in my kitchen. This year it's going to the right in my window. It's from a good friend of mine, and I love it. And over here on the pantry door, I'm just gonna hang some more of the caramel cone flowers in a little hanging basket. Now that the decorations are out, I think it's time for a little DIY. So I have some supplies here to make a homemade soy candle. I have this Nature's Oil Autumn Harvest Fragrance Oil. By the way, it smells amazing. And then I have some soy candle flakes and this little candle pouring pitcher. I also have a burnt orange crayon just to kind of give it a little bit of color. I definitely would need more than one crayon for the two candles I'm making, but I didn't know that at the time. So my candle came out a little bit light in color, so if you want yours to be darker, I would definitely add more crayons. And now I'm just gonna place the wicks, and then we will get to making the candles. All of the candle supplies will be listed in my description box under quick links. So here I have a double boiler going on. I have this hooked over my pot with a few inches of water, and then once it all melted down, I added in my crayon, and then you're gonna wanna check the temperature of your wax, and when it's at 185, you can go ahead and add your fragrance. This has something to do with how the candle will actually smell once it cures. So adding it at 185 is supposed to be the key to that. So I'm just stirring that in, and then I have to let the temperature come back down to 135 before I can pour. Okay, so I'm moving on to other tasks while my candles cure. I actually only let my candles cure for about 24 hours before I showed the footage of me lighting them, but I looked it up later and apparently you're supposed to let them cure for about 3 days before lighting them, so I didn't realize that, but mine worked out just fine. They lit just fine and they smell amazing, and I will definitely show you what they look like as soon as I finish mopping the floors. But these floors were just so dirty. They were like really filthy from the baking, the decorating, the candle making, you name it. So they were just so dirty and I had to go ahead and mop them before I went to bed. Okay, so it is the next day and I'm just lighting this candle and boy does it smell so good. I'm gonna go ahead and light my other candle just so we can set a mood here as we close out this video. I love how cozy and warm my kitchen is for fall. It is one of my favorite places in our home, and I'm so glad that you joined me for this kitchen clean and decorate. I really hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and remember, no matter what's going on in your life, no matter what you're going through, you can always come over here, hang out with me, and we can clean our way to calm together. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week with another fall decorating video. Bye!